you don't get the results that you feel you should get, it is either of two things. He said, it is either number one, you are not working hard as much as you think you are. When I got this, it was like an epiphany. He said, if you're working hard and you're not getting the result that you think you should be getting, right? It's either of two things. He said, number one, you are not working hard as much as you think you are. I was like, what? He said, yes. He said, yes. Because sometimes, not sometimes, most times, when we mark our scripts, we get 100%. But when somebody sits down and marks that same script, we see we've been doing nothing. We've not been doing much. And the second reason he said, when you think you're working so hard and you're not seeing the results, it might also be that you're working hard on the wrong things. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So let's look at the first one, guys. Let's look at the first one. Hmm. Are you working as hard as you think you are? What you're doing, does it qualify as hard work in our business? Let's look at it critically. What you do every day, does it qualify as hard work? You attend cell meeting and that's all for the day. You attend cell meeting and that person that said you will pay last week, you keep talking to the person, that's all you do for the day. Or you go and prospect and then you prospect 5 or 10 and you're a full-timer. Or you invite and you do only maybe 15 invitations and you go home. The following day you do 5. The next day you do 20. The other day you won't do at all. So this morning, ask yourself, am I actually working hard as much as I'm expected to work hard? As a full-timer, when do I resume to my business? Every day. I'm a full-timer. It means there's nothing else I'm doing. There's nothing else. I breathe, I sleep, I wake up, I dream the business. Am I following up as much as I should? And you know, I've come to realize that we waste a lot of prospects. Let me paint this picture for us. Imagine that you're hungry and then you want to eat rice. And then you go, you put the tomatoes, maybe jollof rice, you parboil the rice, you get the ingredients, you peel the onions. For some people, peeling onions is like a nightmare because it's the pain that come with the eye and all that. You do all those things and you sit by this rice, waiting for the rice, waiting for the rice, waiting for the rice. As you start hearing tiki 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 on the pot, as if everything is done, it is at that point that you decide, let me go and sit down and watch a movie and see what happens. What will happen to the rice? It's still on fire. It will get burnt. Imagine those days in school that we are living like 5 or 6 in a room, and you put this kind of rice there and you decide, okay, let me go and shower. By the time I finish showering, I'll come and eat the rice, only to come out and meet an empty pot. That's the same thing that happens when you show people the business and you don't follow up effectively. The thing is that we follow up, we show one person the business and we keep following that one person up till next year. Good, keep a tab on the person, follow up, but do more activities so you have more people. And there is no need showing somebody the business if you're not ready to follow up on the person. Because you have simply cooked food for somebody else to eat. Is somebody getting something? So ask yourself, am I working hard as expected? Let me tell you this. If every day in this business, you're a full-timer and you don't invite a minimum of 20 people, you're not doing the right things right. Just know that. No, just know that. Just know that. Because I have never known anyone, I have never seen, neither have I experienced that I invite 20 today, invite 20 tomorrow, invite 20 next tomorrow, invite 20 the next day after next tomorrow, and someone will. I have never seen it happen. Even if what you do is you invite them and they attend the bombest presentation, they will sign, there must be a sign up. Guess why? Because one dumb person will sign up because of what is this happening there. Yes, I can tell you. A dud will sign up. Trust me. But the thing is this, we do 20 today or 25 today. Tomorrow we do 15. Next tomorrow we do 10. Next tomorrow we do 30. No, consistency is the key. So I ask you again, and if you want to help yourself, honestly answer that question. Am I doing what is expected? Or am I doing what I expect? When you do what you expect or what you think you should do, you will get what you didn't plan for. But when you do what is expected of you, you will get the results that you anticipate. Now, let's look at the second reason or the second thing that happens when you are invited, when you feel you are working hard, but you are not getting the results. And what is the second reason? You are working hard on the wrong thing. Mm, mm. Listen to this. If you do not spend up to 75% of your day on income producing activities, you are putting a lot of energy into the wrong things. Please write that down. If you do not spend up to 75% of your time in the business in a day on income producing activities, you are working on the wrong thing. If 75% of your day is not spent on invitation, on finding prospects or your pre-partners, if it is not spent on invitation, if it is not spent on presentation, if it is not spent on follow-up, you are doing the wrong thing. In fact, let me bust your bubble. Listen to this. 75% of that 75% should be spent on invitation. Somebody may never have noticed this. 75% of that 75% should be spent on invitation. Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, why does a rhetoric call this the gateway skill? Why? The gateway. That's the door. It is the door that leads you to your leaders, and the door through which you go to find the leaders from your leaders. It's invitation, the gateway, the door. If you can't have people to sit down and listen to what you have to say, you're not in business. But guess what majority of us do? We spend so much time on personal development. We spend so much time reading. What's the book of the month? How to influence people and affect. You read. You created a PowerPoint on it. You have now to teach it. Go and make money with it. Or say it go. It's good to personally develop. Trust me. I believe so much in it. It's good. But let me tell you, what majority of us need is no longer development. What we need is action. Action. And before we close, I'm going to give you one or two tips that will help you to take action. Because I also understand the reluctance we experience when we are about to do those actions. I'll tell you, you know, listen to this. The income producing activities in our business are hard. Don't let anybody deceive you. The income producing activities in our business are hard to do. The reason they are hard to do is one, because of the feedback we can get. There may be rejection, that may not be what we want, because we are coasting in unfamiliar territories. Some of us have never done those things before or have not done it for a long time that we are acclimatized to it. So you find out that doing it becomes hard. But one trick, or I can say two tricks, that has helped me, that can help you to handle the hard things is this. Number one, stop running away from the hard. Hard was easy. The hard things of today was once easy. Or the easy things of today, sorry. Easy was hard. Sorry, write that. Easy was hard. The things that are easy today were once hard. What made them easy was because we continued doing them. It did not make the activity itself to become easy. It only made us stronger. So because we became stronger, now we can do it without thinking. Just imagine a child who is learning to walk. It's hard, you will say it. But when the child starts walking, we are walking about now as if walking is not an activity. It has become easy. Go and meet an elderly person who is trying to walk, who is trying to take steps. They will tell you that walking is hard. So the first thing you need to understand is that easy was once hard. Number two trick that will help you to do that thing that is hard is this. If you know those activities in your business that you have to do in the day that are hard, let them be the first things you do in the day. The very first things. If it is prospecting that is the hardest thing for you to do, let it be the first activity you do the moment you resume. Even if you won't be able to do much, do some. Now, what happens when you hit the hardest thing in the day? It breaks that jinx that, yes, I can handle every other thing because you've done the hardest. Have you seen those movies where the master is already in a war and the captain of the opponent is killed, his head is chopped off? The moment the head is chopped off, every other person bowed. Why do you think that happens? Because the greatest has been defeated. When you defeat the greatest challenge of your greatest challenge of the day, every other activities becomes a walk in the park. So trick number two, choose that particular activity you hate the most. That when you think about doing it, let it be the first thing you do in the morning. Have you realized that when you wake up in the morning, there is a certain level of energy that you possess? Strongest when you wake up in the morning. So put that energy into doing that activity you don't like doing, that is so hard for you. If it's making call, let it be the first thing you do. Do it immediately. Let the other activities, you can do them when you are asleep. You can do them when you are tired. You can do them when you're on transit. Some of you who I talk with realize that most often when I talk with you is when I'm driving. Then call for hands-free. Because at that point, I can be driving and we are talking. I don't have to sit down and do what I have to do. Those activities that require me to, they are the first things that go in. So make that as well your principle. It will be a treat for you that will help you to do the hard activities first. And then there is a third trick. I've given you three tricks. Let me see who are taking note. Trick number one to doing the hard activities. Let me see in the chat room. Let me be sure you're following. Trick number one to doing the hard things. Those things that you don't like doing, but you know you have to do them. Those are the things that make you money. Trick number one, let me see who has been with me. Trick number, stop running from them. Okay, that's not exactly, I need the exact or something close to the words. Stop running. You're close to it. Easy was once hard. Okay. Easy was once hard. Stop running from the hard. Okay. Do them first. Okay. The second trick is what? The second trick is what? What's the second trick? The second trick to doing the hard thing. Yes. Do the hard activities first. Start your day with the hardest activities. And trick number three, are you ready for it? Trick number three, employ the 5 minutes rule. Employ the 5 minutes rule. What is the 5 minutes rule? Any activity you can do within 5 minutes, do it immediately. Don't push it tomorrow. Any activity you can do in 5 minutes, do it now. Don't do it after. Don't say, okay, I'll do it. No, do it now. Now, the question is this. How many minutes does it take you to speak to a prospect? You are prospecting and you see someone and you want to speak to the person. How many minutes does it take you? If you spend more than 5 minutes with the person, you are doing something wrong. Except you have moved from prospecting to toasting. We are toasting the prospect. That one is not our business anymore. But our own business, no fast 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Daniel. Daniel, I'm sure you're toasting the person. Daniel, no, Daniel, please, we need to talk. We didn't say you should toast, and I'm sure there are ladies. Daniel, we've got you. You see? How many minutes does it take you to make a call? One call to a prospect. How many minutes? How many minutes does it take you to make a call? In less than 5 minutes. 3 minutes, you're done with one booking call, one invitation call, whether successful or not. In 3 minutes, 4 minutes, in fact, if you spend 5 minutes, your credit will finish. You see those activities that you can do in 5 minutes, do them immediately. Follow up, 5 minutes. So you're thinking, can I make that? It's in 5 minutes. Can I make that call? Can I make that? Pick that phone. In 5 minutes, you are done with whatever crap the person has to say. Hello? Do you get this? You want to prospect somebody and your heart is beating. Well, if I talk to this person, what? Remember, in 5 minutes, whatever rubbish they can ever say to you will be gone. 5 minutes. Push it. Do it now. Now, let me tell you, if you begin to run your day in blocks of 5 minutes, you have a very successful day. Because you know it starts and ends with one particular person in only 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes. So tell yourself, the worst that can happen with me and this prospect is how many minutes? The worst that can happen between me and you is 5 minutes. So use that 5 minute rule to your advantage. No matter what they say, it's 5 minutes. No matter whether they will come or not, it's 5 minutes. Whether they will pay now or pay tomorrow, it's only 5 minutes. So using these three tricks, you find out that you will get to the activities and get them done. So with these, do you think you will be able to do the hard activities? Because many a times we judge ourselves wrongly, but we are either not doing the right quantities or in the right ways, or we are not even doing the right thing at all. So with this said, this is actually the preamble of my discussion with us this morning. There is this concept that many of us try to employ, where they say, you can't say the right thing to the wrong people. No, you can actually say the right thing to the wrong people. There are some wrong audiences. And this morning, I want to take the next few minutes to demystify certain aspects of it. Don't be that person in this business who is looking for people that will be interested in our business before you show them the business. And I'm saying this most especially to those who are new in the business and those who have worked on their list but have ignored some people. Don't look for the person who is interested or who will be interested in the business before you show them the business. No, no, no. You will miss quality prospects. You will miss those pre-partners, those people that can become partners, great partners in your business. You'll miss them. So I want to build my list to know whether the person will be. I don't. It does. The person doesn't look like he will be interested. I am not sure. Let me find those that will be interested, and I will show them the business. Wrong. For some of us who have watched Eric Quarry's one of his videos or read GoPro, I think no, it was in his video I saw it. He said that he lost a great family whom he felt life was so wonderful and the guy was doing so good and all that. And when he started his business, it didn't show him. And then only for the guy to find about the business later, signed up and became a big leader in his organization, making millions there in the company for the company. So don't do that. Don't look for those who are interested to decide who you show the business. Get what you should do. Show the business to as many people as possible to know those who are interested. You see the flip. Instead of finding first who is interested before you show them, show everybody. Show them those that are interested will pay in. Because guess what? You are not a soothsayer. You're not a sorcerer nor a native doctor. How will you know? Do you read minds? Show them. Let them decide. I'm expecting that with this morning, at the end of this session, somebody will go back to those people that they felt, this person will not do. This person is successful. Remember, it's only 5 minutes. Is it not 5 minutes? It's only in 5 minutes you will know whether they will be interested to take a look at the business or not. So understand that it doesn't pay you well. Just look at this analogy. Imagine you have 100 contacts on your phone. You decide, let me find out those who will be interested, Abby. Out of those 100 contacts on your phone, you figured out that 10 people after consulting with your head, which is the oracle now, you decide, this person, the way it does, this person has done this kind of business. So out of the 100, you say that 10 will be interested, or 15 or 20. Let's say 20. Now, when you invite 20 people to show them the business, maybe about 3 or 4 will show up. 5, 6, 10 will show up. So 5, 6, 10, how many will sign up? Let's say 1 or 2. But imagine that you show the entire 100 the business. You show the entire 100 or you invite the entire 100. We invite the entire 100. What happens? When you invite the entire 100, I want you to take a look at this. What happens? You will see that many more people, maybe about 40, will take a look at the business, or 30. Now, when 30 takes a look at the business, you will not have a sign-up. You will not have 3, 4, 5 sign-ups. So stop prejudging. Don't find out who is interested to determine who you will show. Show everybody, let those interested indicate. Is somebody learning something? I want to know. Is somebody learning something? If there is something you are picking already from some of the things I've shared with you, please let me know so that I'll be sure I'm not speaking to myself. Now, in as much as you're showing everybody, you need to also be able to tame, T-A-M-E. You need to also be able to tame your expectation. You need to also be able to tame your expectation. Many of us are doing some things, but we have unrealistic expectations. So with that in mind, I want to give you an idea of what to expect when you're approaching certain people in your business. Because The people you are inviting to take a look at the business to a reasonable extent, to a large extent, determines the results you get. Yes, it determines that. So let me share this with you. In fact, this is actually what I wanted to bet. All these I've shared with you is to give you an insight to help you better understand what you're doing. Now, many of us are showing the business to people, but we are showing it to the people that do not have the ability to give us what we are expecting. Let me share with you. Listen to this. The question is, who are you inviting? The people you are inviting to take a look at your business goes a long way to determine the people you get signed up into your business. Goes a long way to 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 determine the people that will sit down and listen to your presentation. Goes a long way to the people that will say, okay, I'll sign up on Monday. And when you call them on Monday, they will tell you, I've just transferred to that account you gave me. Once I get the debit alert, and I'll send it to you. In 10 minutes, they send it to you. You need to be conscious about who you're inviting. And for you to better understand this, you need to understand that the prospects we can show the business, especially in our warm market, fall within three categories. If you understand this, you will know how best to channel your energy so that as you are doing the right activities, you will be doing it on the right people. Now, the first category of people that we show the business, that you can show the business, let's call them the blues. These are people that look up to you. These are people that you are their benefactor. These are people that you have helped sometime in the past. These are people that have they double for you. They respect you so much. If you tell them, guys, let's jump, what they'll be asking you is how many kilometers, what's the height which you jump? If you tell them, I want to see you in the next 30 minutes, in 20 minutes, they are there. These are the people that look up to you. Now, it is good to show these people the business. So it is very good. But majority of the time, listen to this. These set of people, majority of time, this set of people may not have the means to do our business. They see it, it makes sense to them. But they don't have the money to do it. You can show many of them the business. They love it. They want to have a bigger source of income. They want to travel on vacation. They've been seeing your car. They want to drive your type of car. But the point is that they don't have a way to bail the cats. If you turn them upside down, it might take them so long if they ever figure out a way to raise the money. And there are some blues that will see the business, though they don't have the means, they find a way. Yes. Is it good to show them? Yes. Should you segment some blues? Maybe. But don't cut out some people. Why I said maybe is because your security man who you pay 50,000 can raise money to do the business. But your shoe shiner, who on every shoe shining you pay him 1,000 naira. How many shoes will he shine in a month to raise 50K? Do you understand what we are talking about? So you need to look critically on those who look up to you. Now, there are some that are already successful, or at least they are average. They can read. Please don't hesitate to show them. But I share this with you to set your expectation. Don't have so much expectation that the moment they see it, now that they see it, they will have the means. Now, the second thing about this category of pre-partners is that, listen to this. Many of them will do the business using your conviction as their motivation. Many of them will not even understand the business. Some of them will not even, but they use your motivation. Ah, if madam is doing this, I'm game. If a guy is doing this, I'm game. Now, unfortunately, for you to have blues around you, one, you need to wield influence. You need to have been a part of someone's life or people's life. You need to be the people that have a lot of blues who join them are people who have been out there instrumental in one way or the other, good or bad, to the lives of other people. Can you and should you invite blues to take a look at your business? Yes. How can you invite blues to take a look at your business? This is a strategy you can use. Remember, there are people that look up to you. You wield some level of influence on them. So you can use this simple analogy. Say the person's name is Mark, and you reach out to Mark. Hello, Mark, how are you doing? You know that I'm all about business and making good money. I only play to win, and I don't waste time on business opportunities that will make me money. I've come across a huge business idea and I want to let you in on it. Watch this 20 minutes video so I can fill you in and get you into the game. Listen carefully so you don't miss any part of it. Now, if you look at this invitation strategy, it's more like you are giving the person an instruction. You're not asking the person, when will you watch it for sure? Ah, watch it now. You're not asking the person, when will you attend the presentation? Attend it now. What are you doing now? I start coming to the office. Let me show you. Start being in this place. If you're having a home lunch, be in my house on so date so I can fill you in and get you into the game. For this person is a done deal. Because and the person will be like, yes, ma, I'll be there. Yes, sir, yes, I'll be there. Remember, this will only work on blues, people who look up to you. Now there is a second category. If you understand what I'm explaining to you here, go to the chat room and let me know. If you understand what I just explained to you about blues, go to the chat room and let me know. Yes, you understand. You understand. Okay, good. Now, let me take you to the second category of pre-partners or prospects you can find in our business, and these are the greens. These are your peers. These are people that are your colleagues in the office. These are people that live in the same compound with you. You are in a two-bedroom flat, they are in their own two-bedroom flat. You have a car, they have a car too. You take Okada, they take an Okada too. You cook rice, they cook fried rice. You are peers. Now, I want you to know something about these people. These people have weighed themselves and understood on a day the same level. So not in the sub. They don't say, I beg you, they chop, I they chop, waiting. If they are your colleagues in the office, they don't see you finish. They don't say, waiting, you can, nothing. And the thing about these people is that they are the hardest. They are the most, let me just say hardest. They are the most skeptical people you show them. When I joined the business, these were the hardest people to show the business. They don't see you finish. They know you are not an authority in this new business. Whatever your idea, they know. They are aware. They know you've been a banker. They know you've been a civil servant. They know you've been a pastor. They know you've been. They know waiting. They know you left, right, and center. Majority of our siblings fall into this category. Majority of our friends fall into this category. They don't see you finish. Some of them are very, very skeptical. But should you not show your peers the business? Yes. Why I'm sharing this with us is because some of us have some very unrealistic expectations from our greens. We think, everybody, you come up with your list. You take your list, you write your brother, your sister, they are fine. Write all your colleagues, awesome. But set your expectation right so that you are not disappointed. Understand that these people will judge you by your present situation. Oh, goodness. Please write that down. This category of people will judge you by your present reality. Yes, they will judge you they will use who you are, what is going on with you now to judge you. Why would they do that? Because they know you left, right, front, and back. Some of them might be people self you've collected some money from in the past. Yeah, they will judge you. Trust me. They are judging you not because they hate you, but we will do the same thing to them. So what they are doing is what we would have done to them if we were in their shoes. So they'll be like, ah, not be this guy, not be we they collect the same salary. This guy is not an authority in anything now. Why would he show me something? But these people, some of them also, that there is this factor that majority of them who are wise use or don't, or it works against them. And what is that factor? They cannot stand the thought that you will become successful and leave them behind. They cannot stand that thought. It makes them it makes them look less of themselves on themselves. It makes them think less of themselves. Like if this guy did this and can do this, what am I doing? So you can also use that to your benefit. How do you invite greens? Please don't misunderstand me because some of you will now say, this person is a green. I don't want somebody to show me some skepticism. I'm not, no, show them. Why would you have to show them? Does somebody know? Number one, some of the greens, you were once a green. Some of those greens are like you. They've just not seen a right opportunity. Number two reason you have to show green is that some greens are greens because they are on the 3 o'clock of their life. At the point of showing them maybe when they are on their 12 o'clock. By showing a green who is on 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, a time will come when they will be on their 12 and your business will be an opportunity that they have seen, that they know somebody is working on, that they know somebody has a track record of success that they can look towards. Is somebody learning? So show the green. How do you show a green? You can use this strategy. Listen to this. Do you remember they are your colleagues? Bro, how far now? Babe, how far now? How you doing? Go straight. You know, man, or you know, babe, that I have been very stressed out for a while now. And you know, I've been very stressed out for a while now about not making enough money. And man, I'm sinking in debt every day, deeper and deeper. I've been getting advice from some most financial savvy people I know to come up with a plan to dig out and get into a better financial place. Do you feel where I'm coming from and can relate? I've been getting advice from some most financially savvy people I know in order to come up with a plan that I can run and get into a better financial place. Do you feel me? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Can you relate? Be like my brother, no be we there, we dey struggle together, go further. A very successful associate I respect so much shared a business idea with me that looks like the way to change my situation. And because I thought you might be feeling the same as me, I wanted to let you in on this as well. The necessary information you need is contained in a 20 minutes video. Please change that. I'm going to change it. If I sent you the video right away, will you watch it? If I showed you a 20 minutes information right now while we speak, will you pay attention? The person says, yes, yeah, sure, I will. You ask the person, when will you watch it for sure? You want to confirm. So you tell the person, so if I called you by that time you said you would watch it, if I called you by 12 o'clock, if the person says I'll watch it by 12, you tell the person, if I called you by 12 o'clock, you would have watched it for sure, right? You say yes. Or you say, or if you want to give the person an additional 5 minutes after watching, if I called you by 12:05, you would have watched it for sure, right? You say, okay, yeah. I said, okay, here it goes, and I will talk to you in so minutes. You understand? Now, this way, you are bringing the person in and letting him know. I understand we did now, not because they here, not because they here, but I felt if since you feel the same way, I might as well let you in on what I found. Okay. So this is a wonderful strategy you can use to invite your greens to take a look at your business. Now there's the third category of people. So if you get this, if you understand the thing about greens, go to the chat room and let me know. If you understand the thing about greens, go to the chat room and type, I understand. Want to be sure, understand, okay? Understand? So you're seeing the difference now and how to approach them. Some of us are approaching the greens in a wrong way or with the wrong expectation. Let me also say something about this. There are certain greens we approach and expecting them to have the mindset that we have. Don't have so much expectation of the greens. When I worked in the bank, I showed majority of my colleagues, a lot of them didn't see it. Many of us, because we know these are people we spend majority of our day with, we feel since I'm doing it, they will do it. It may not happen. It may or may not happen exactly like that. But show them because there may be some of them who are like you. There will be. Imagine you're a retiree. Your greens will most likely be retirees like you. Don't have so many expectations of them. Do you know why? Majority of retirees have given up on life. Majority of retirees have come to that point when they feel waiting remain not to relocate to heaven. They don't have anything to fight for anymore. They don't feel any need to pursue anything anymore. They're just living life. Some who have built something for themselves are living on what they have built. Those who have built nothing have lost all hope of fighting to build something. So you're a retiree and you feel, wow, I am 70, but I can still do stuff. What is it? Even if I have to live for only 1 year or 10 years, if I achieve so much result, it can impact myself and other people. A lot of people in your green category are not thinking like that. Some are. To get to those people who are thinking in that line, you need to sort out those who are not. And how do you know those who are and those who are not? Through all of them. But don't have so much expectation. For you to create some great results, you need to start moving away from your blues and green to the next category. To the next category. And what is the next category? The next category of prospects you can show the business are the reds. These are the reds. Who are the reds? Who are this? These are people who you look up to. Mm. These are people who are already more successful than you. These are people who you can't do what they are doing because of situation, because of training, because of where you find yourself currently. They have achieved some level of success. They are working, but they have you're driving a 1998 Honda and they are driving a 2024 Mercedes. A 2024 Mercedes. They even have two of it. They're successful. You envy their life. You want to be like them. You want to achieve something like them. You want to create success like these are people you look up to. They're your spiritual leaders. The way they do things, they manage people, they run business. These are people who are already successful. One tip you should know, or some tips you should know about Reds is that number one, they are very mindful of who they bring close to them. So if you have the chance of talking with them, please use that opportunity very well because they may not give you that chance again. Understand that? Two, you have to come with something that catches their interests. And how do you bring something that catches their interest? One of it is asking them to help you. Many of them, especially the ones you know right now, they will want to help you. I've made a prospect. This person is a total stranger. And I liked the car he drives. I like the way he dressed. I say, wow, your car is beautiful, sir. By the way you dressed, I believe you have something big going for yourself. Well, my name is Vincent and I run this business. And guess what, sir? I've been wondering. In fact, I've been on the lookout for someone who is well put together, someone who has gone ahead of me and achieved what I expect to achieve, who can take a look at it and give me and tell me where they think my business will be in the next 5 years. So, but now is not the best time to give you the details. If it's okay by you, sir, I wouldn't mind having your number so that I can give you the details later. It's a red. Total strangers, gone, sir. But there are reds in our life that we know that we have not shown the business because we don't know how to reach out to them. Some of them are people we have shown the business, but we showed it to them the wrong way. We went and put their name on 100 name list, and we sent them. I recommended you to. Who are you recommending? You're recommending somebody that can pay whatever you're earning. What are you recommending him to? You're recommending your guy in your office to. What are you recommending? You don't recommend those people to nothing. They are the ones that will recommend you to something. Don't recommend them. What you do is you appeal to their ego. You acknowledge what they are, who they are, and what they have achieved, and use that cash to ask them to help you. These people are people who are already on a scale of 1 to 10 of success. They're already 8, 9. These are the people that when you connect them into your business, they have people like you who are plenty, who look up to them. Guess what? When you have an 8 or 9 or 10 who you connect into your business, they have 5, 6, 7 category of people who look up to them, who they say, hey, take a look at this, and they will take a look. Has anybody noticed that you sign up somebody, a high-profile person in the business, and the person can recommend you to people in your category? Has anybody noticed something like that? That's what happens when you invite Reds, but acknowledging that they are Reds and give them the right honor, the right respect, and the kind of invitation that will make sense to them. So do you want to know how you can invite Reds? I will show you that tomorrow, how to invite Reds. I'm not going to show you that today. What I want you to do today is this. Go back to your list, and I want you to categorize your list between blues, greens, and reds. I want you to do some activities today on blues and greens, only blues and greens. Use this invitation strategy I've shared with you. I'm going to post it out in the group. Use it to reach out to the blues and greens. We are going to discuss in the first few minutes of tomorrow, by God's grace, we're going to discuss your feedback by showing them. And then for those, if we have enough people who do as I have asked you today, I will share with you how you can invite the Reds. Okay? So, did anybody get something today? I cannot say, so I appreciate that. I want to ask if possible to put this into the consideration on the contact list as well. I don't understand that. Kamal, can you speak? Let me understand you. Okay, if you have a feedback, let me know. If you got value, let me know. If there's something you learned, let me know. If there's something you want to ship in, let me know. Kamal, please speak. Wait, oh, it's already 9:04. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning, sir. Well
Good
done,
morning.
sir.
Well done.
Yes, sir. What I'm trying to chip in here is just that on uh, the name contact list,
Yes.
if because we normally explain to people this is how you categorize. I know we don't even, we ask them to, people that you can put the highly net worth people on the top and other follow. So if
Yeah.
this categorization could always be put into consideration on that contact list.
Thank you very much, Kamal. We'll do that. And to leaders here, add this to your partners onboarding session so that you can use it when you are showing people how to build their list. Okay? Show them how they can build their list. Now, for my own slide, for some of us who have it, there's a session in that where I teach people, the new partners, how the people they will put on their list, who are people you put first on their list. There are about 7 categories. Some of you who have seen my partners onboarding session will know that. I put them there. Now we're going to also even take it a step further. Let's know those that are your level. Let's know those who are above your level. Let those know those who are better than, who look up to you. with this, when we have this categorization, now guess what? The people that are your blues are the people you can tell the new downline. As you're coming for presentation on Sunday, come with them. Would you agree with me? It's easier to get a blue to come with you. In fact, the person will consider it a privilege because they look up to you. Hey, guy, I'm going somewhere in the next 3 hours. Come to my house. Let's go together. They'll go with you. It's easy. So some of those people, you don't even need to do a recommendation because they look up to you. For the greens, man, if you want to get them to go with you, sometimes those days we'll go and carry them in our car and bring them because they are they don't see you finish. But the reds, these are the people, these are the actually people that I'm talking about. So thank you for bringing that up. Vincent saying recorded. Okay, I'll see about the recording is put together. Any other thing? Any other thing? Okay, guys, so let's go and do the activity. Remember what I said at the beginning? When you think you're working hard and you're not getting the right results, what are the two reasons? When you are working hard and you don't get the anticipated results, what is most likely to be happening? Number one is what? No, that's not what I said. When you're working hard and you're not getting the right results, or you think you're working hard, but you're not getting the anticipated result. I said there are two things that are happening. One is what? Hey, somebody should save those now. You are not working hard enough. Exactly. And what's the second thing? What's the second thing? What's the second thing? You are working hard on the wrong thing. Is it that you're not working hard enough as much as you think you are, but you're working hard on the wrong thing? Someone said, can we use recommendation on the greens? Yes, you can. You can use recommendation on the greens. Some of the blues, you can use recommendation on them, but it doesn't work so well using third-party recommendation on the reds. In fact, let me tell you, if you are doing a home launch, you can use that on the reds. Yes. If there are people who come around in your house like that, you can actually use home launch for them. When you tell them you're someone I respect so much. Anyway, I'm not going to give you the details I said tomorrow. Okay, guys, that'll be all for today. I need someone to say closing prayer for us. Um, okay, Ruth, share that smile to everybody. Share that smile to everybody and do closing prayer for us. Ruth, no one talk. Oh yeah. Daniel, go and sit down. I didn't finish it. I said I'll finish tomorrow. Ruth, pray for us now.
Okay. Bebé, pequeñín.
We can hear you. Go ahead. Ruth, no one pray for us. I am not going to read Ruth now. Who else is ready to pray for us? Phoebe Musa, can you say closing prayer for us? Oh yeah, unmute yourself. Yeah, you. Yes, you. Do closing prayer for us. You. Unmute yourself. Okay, you're not ready. Daniel Longwa, pray for us. Oh, thank God for us. And also commit us to God into the new day. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Everyone, let's bow our heads for prayer. Father, Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for the reading today. We thank you for the powerful message. We thank you for what you've done for us. We thank you for a lovely money to go and do the business. We thank you for prospecting. We thank you for the energy you give it to us. We ask you for your mercy. We ask you for your grace. Guide us today so that we shall produce massive results. In Jesus' name I prayed. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. And thank you to all who came to Cell Meeting today. Go and practice what you have learned. I wish us the